Hello, party people. How are you doing today? Welcome to day 5. How are you doing, Jimmy?
I'm doing pretty good. Ready for yet another lesson.
Yes, can't escape from crossing fates. As they say, the scholars say.
As they say.
All right. So let's kick it off with some homework review from last time. So first, a little bit here is just some vocab matching, nothing too crazy. First item we've got here is a book, hon. Then we've got some fruit, kudamono. Then we've got an egg, tamago. Moving along, um, we've got library, toshokan, cafe, which I feel like I'm not as familiar with this particular word for it. I think I see just cafe more often than not.
Hmm.
But kisaten, is that like the right amount of like emphasis on that initial key with the small su?
Yeah,
Okay,
he came through well enough.
all right. And then uchi for house. Then we've got associated verbs with these activities. So for reading, we have yomimas. For watching or viewing, mimas. And then for listening, kikimas. And then this one is maybe a little trickier. It's like associating the right particle with the sentence, and then like when is appropriate to omit them. So we have toshukan de hon o yomimasu, and then pan to kudamono o tabemasu. So we ate the bread and the fruit. My asa, no input here. My asa nani o nomimasu ka? And then nani mo nomimasen. So we have the additional like negative action here. Game o shimasu ka? So did you play the game? Or games broadly? Hi, tokidoki shimasu. And I didn't put anyone there. Does that feel right? I don't
Hmm.
have the answer
Yeah,
for you
with
side
the
by
the
side.
general, like today's lesson goes into using specific time, but in general time references, you don't need any particle there.
Okay, very good. Here we've got more activities. Konban nani o tabemasu ka? Nani o tabemasen is what I put.
Real quick,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to tell, but I just want to point out for tabemasen to make the or the H characters go to the B sound. I'm gonna
Mm,
use the 1010, the double dash thing,
yeah.
and not the maru for
Yeah, I did. I
change the
wrote
te.
it wrong here. Yes. Tabemasen. Um, itsumo terebi o mimasu ka? Ie mimasen. Then tokidoki hon o yomimasu. So when we read in books over there, then we've got a little like order matching, if you would. So for this first one, uh, terebi o mima, so we were watching TV, and soreka shukudai o shimasu, and then we did our homework. And then for this second image here, we got true combo bread to coffee, um, pan o tabemasu, sorekara kohi o nomimasu. That'll do it for this. Let me
Woohoo.
find the right tab to drag over hither. All right. So starting off the day with some hiragana, and this first fella right here. This is ra, not chi. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. Those are other ones I tend to conflate a little. Let's let this
Hmm.
roll out.
Yeah,
Ra.
yeah, they're pretty similar, but with a chi, the dash kind of goes through the tip, while in this one,
Yeah,
it's just
it's a
kind of
little
floating right above
less
it all.
connected. I kind of think of them both as the one that looks like a five, which makes me
Yeah.
more likely to box them together probably. Ri, think of it as the right ear. Ru, re, ro. Uru and ro are easy to mix up. Uru has like the additional little bit there. I think of it as being a ruby that's at the base, and it has rolled
Mm.
away for ro. All right. Next we've got this. Is this the last batch for hiragana?
Looks like it.
Okay. Let us culminate our adventures. Wa, Wario type sound. That wa. Wo. And this one is the pronunciation can shift depending on usage a bit. It could be o, which we've seen a few times already.
Yeah, I mean, there's pretty much zero instances where you're like actually going to be pronouncing it as wool. You'll hear it in songs, but that is definitely just a creative liberty.
Yeah.
There aren't like conversation exceptions or that'll ever change though.
And this one I would argue is the easiest of them all. It's straight up an N. Just
Yeah. One thing with like writing oh that kind of helps is that if you look at it, it's kind of just THC.
let me bring that back to visualize that.
So like the H is a
T.
part of the T, but
Oh, sorry,
when
sorry,
when
sorry.
writing it, you kind of do all of it.
I got. Okay. Interesting little combination of letters we have there. All right. Time for vocab. So starting off, we've got sensei for teacher, which you would also use this for a doctor, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
It's not the word for doctor, but it's kind of like the
Oh, like
quote unquote
correct
honorific you can
honorific, yeah.
give them, yeah.
All right. For a test, testo. For a bank, ginko, and gin by itself is silver, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
It uses the same one as well for silver.
Okay. Fair enough. That's the that's that place you put your silver. Supa for supermarket, which I believe we saw yesterday as well. Um, Yubin kyoku. Yubin kyoku for post office. I think in like the Zelda games they use the same. I'm assuming quite common Japanese post box design. So it's
Hmm.
it's funny to see it in the real world as much as this 2D image reflects the real world, if you would.
That's pretty
Um,
cute.
yeah, iconic, iconic. Nemas to sleep. Okimas to wake up. Ima now, like I'ma leave now. Raishu for next week. Goro for around, roundabout. Um, Kino for yesterday. Kesa for this morning. Ototoi for day before yesterday. Senshu for last week. And this is sanko for the reference word, is
Hmm.
that right? Okay. Sanko. Konshu for this week. Maishu for every week. Benkyo shimasu, what we're doing at this time to study. Um, Hatarakimasu, to work. And then I think this lesson and the next one are both centered around time, I want to say. So we're gonna have some nice vocab here that builds upon our numbers. So these are gonna go in sequential order from 1 to 12. Um, Ichiji, Niji, Sanji, Yoji, which is highlighted because it's a little different. Goji for 5, Rokuji, Shichiji, Hachiji, Kyuji, Juji, and then we have like our 11s kind of logic. We just put the 10 and the 1 together more or less. Juichiji for 11, and Juniji for 12. Um, and then these are minutes here. Is that correct at the bottom?
Yeah.
Okay. Poon being just what you would really put at the end for a minute. Ipun, Nipun, Sanpun.
So
Mm-hmm.
actually, so the poon and boon is going to be a bit of an exception depending on what comes
Oh, you know
before
what?
it.
Yeah,
The
I was not
poon,
chiming in on that. I should probably
yeah,
zoom in actually here a little bit.
poon is going to be minutes on its own, but
Okay.
depending on what comes before it determines if it's poon or boon or hoon.
Okay.
It's usually
Ipun.
the consonant sound that'll determine that.
Interesting. Okay. Ipun for 1. Nihun for 2. Sampun for 3. Yonpun for 4. This bit is the offender that I was sleeping on. Gohun for 5. Ropun for 6. Nanahun or Fun maybe. Nanahun for 7. Jupun for 10. Nijupun for 20. Sanjupun for 30. Han being half, so in the same way you might say half an hour as opposed to 30 minutes. Um, Yonjupun for 40. And Gojupun for 50. And then we have notable exceptions that were highlighted above. Or actually, these aren't the ones that correlate with these. Um, Hapun for 8 and Kyuhun for 9. Anything?
So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, quick comment. Something to be careful about is when to use what form of seven. I don't have any real way of telling you just like generally how to think about it, but just note that for hours or for time, or like the hour of time, it is shichiji, but just in minutes it changes already to nana,
Hmm.
right? Because it's nana hun.
You're right, right.
So just be careful about that.
Yeah, I would. I'm subject to this error, the error of my ways. Continuing. Day 5, lesson 1 video. Asking what time it is. Jikan o Kiku. We are in the streets today, bro. Uh, is that Machi Batade?
Michi for
Michi.
road.
Okay,
Michi
okay.
batade.
Michi Batade. Okay. Um, two people that don't know each other. Uh, Shiranai Hito?
Hmm.
Is there. Is this specific to two people?
No. So this is just using the negative form of the verb to know,
Okay.
and then just adding it on to hito.
Okay,
So
that's what I
yeah,
thought
it's
was going
literally
on.
just people they don't know.
Okay. All right. And new words for this lesson, we have ima for now, nanji for what time, ji for time or hour itself, um, yoji jupun for 4:10, yoji for 4 o'clock, jupun for 10 minutes, and arigatou gozaimasu for thank you very much. All right, let's set this to English and play this.
すみません、今何時ですか？
4時10分です。
ありがとうございます。
All right, and once again in Japanese.
すみません、今何時ですか？
4時10分です。
ありがとうございます。
All right, not too much going on there, I feel.
今何時ですか？
We're already at slide 2. We were doing a little
今何時？
previewing yesterday.
今何時ですか？4時10分です。
What time is it now? With the ima being like the now part of it, nanji being like what time. We've seen like nan by itself for just what, so literally what time. Yoji jupun desu. It's 10 past 4. I tend to not word things like that in English, or I should say like this, because I feel like we're just saying it the way I would say it otherwise.
今何時ですか？
Yeah. I don't know culturally when the putting equations in a simple answer became a thing. I'm not fond of it. Just tell me it's 4:10. Okay. Anything of note here, you think?
今何時？
No, not really. It seems pretty straightforward, and hopefully for everyone, it is also
Yeah.
very straightforward.
If it
Let
is
everyone know
ever
as to
not,
explain.
let us know. All right. Here we're gonna do a little repetition time.
今何時ですか？
Ima nanji desu ka?
4時10分です。
Yoji jupun desu. Not too much here. Quick little 9-second exercise. Feel free to repeat on your own end as needed. Alright, and this I imagine might be a little trickier because we're probably going to have to recall times. But let's roll it as is.
今何時ですか？
For our
I did not see the time. You
Yeah.
might want to go back to hover over what the first one is.
yeah. We don't use nana for hour, you said, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Shichi in this case?
Mm-hmm.
Shichiji desu? Is that all?
Hi.
Okay.
ですか？ 7時です。今何時ですか？
Kuji desu, right?
Kuji.
9時です。今何時ですか？
Do I go with like the full hachi for 8 or just ha?
Sorry, Hachiji.
Hachiji. Okay. Hachiji. Hachiji Han? No. This isn't. This isn't a half hour. I'm analog clocks, man. It's a barrier for me. Nana? Hachiji Nana Hun?
The 8 is going to be. Well, I mean, what is 8 in English? What would that?
I was literally gonna say ocho. 8 o'clock?
Like the minute mark. What would the 8 be?
Shoot, man. This is my struggle. Analog clocks. It's been too long. Is that what, like 45?
Yeah, just 40.
40. Okay. Hachi Ji Yonghun? Yohun? That's kind of weird.
You got the 4 in there, but we're missing the 10s.
Oh,
'Cause it needs to be 40.
yeah. Yojihun.
So the G bit is for the hour,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So in this case, it'd be 8지 40분.
Ju. Okay. They're J sounds. This is what I'm doing. Okay. 8지 40분. Yojupun.
8時40分です。
Oh, I want the N at the end there. Yon, not yo.
Oh yeah, I guess I wasn't able to pick up on that.
Okay.
You drop the N when it's for the time or the hour.
hour.
So
Okay.
it'd be yoji.
All right. Oh man, hold on.
And we're asking what time it is.
Okay. She's coming at us. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ima, was it just ima naniji desu ka or nanji desu ka?
はい、何時ですか?
Nanji desu ka. Okay. Ima nanji desu ka?
今何時ですか?
Oh, we're doing both ends. All right. What is that? 25? 425?
Just 20.
420. Mysterious. Okay. And I know I dropped the N for 4, right? If it's the hour.
Well, I don't believe it's 4 o'clock.
Is it not the hour hand at 4?
That's the minute time.
Oh, heck, man. Okay. 5:25. Is that it? Is this the time I'm translating? I'm sorry.
5:20.
5:20. Man, I'm gonna die someday. Okay.
Just like the rest of us.
Just like the rest of us. Goji. Nipun.
20.
20分.
20分.
20分. 20分.
はい。
5時20分. Okay.
Yes.
5時20分です。
I guess I didn't say des. Okay. All right. Moving along.
Real quick for now, do you mind
Yeah.
collapsing the sidebar?
Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Oh, I didn't go through
what are we
these.
working with here?
Yeah. Asking what time is the test? Testo no jikan o kiku. We're still in the old classroom, kyoshitsu. We've got our teacher, sensei, and our student, gakusei. New words in this.
Yeah, this isn't real quick. This isn't really part of the translation, but this lesson is now going to focus on like duration of time, or from when to when. That's not
Okay,
in the
okay.
Japanese part of it, but
Yeah, I guess like the English title alludes to this, but yeah. Okay. Next week, raishu, test, testo, kara, from, and made, until. All right, I'm gonna set it to go.
あ、先生、来週のテストは何時から何時までですか？
1時から3時までです。
わかりました。
Okay. And once again.
あ、先生、来週のテストは何時から何時までですか？
1時から3時までです。
わかりました。
Okay. I am eager to hear this slowed down because I feel like she goes from like the nanji kara nanji made like quickly, and like it makes sense, but I feel like there's a certain sensation that happens sometimes where I'm like, my ears are overwhelmed and I need a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Even if individually, I guess things click.
テストは
Let me check the first line right quick. Kara indicates the starting time or place, and mare indicates the finishing time or place. So this isn't limited to time.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a
It can
start
be
start
for
position,
locations.
end position, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
テストは何時から何時までですか ?1 時から3時までです。
Okay. From what time to what time is the test? 1時から3時までです. From 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Okay. Any additional notes here?
Yeah, I guess I'll throw one in.
Okay.
You can also use these kind of individually, especially with like Made, to be like from or up until when or up until where is this action going to be, right? I feel like you would probably ask a different question if you're going to be like, when does it start? I don't think there's any inherent problem with just using like nanji kara desu ka. I just feel like to me, I would probably just ask a different question. But you
Yeah.
can't just be like, testo wa nanji made desu ka? For be like, oh, when does it end, right?
Yeah, I feel like even in English, I would probably not structure the sentence like this. Like I would because I feel like regardless of language, being like from what time to what time is well like it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. But I guess they're probably just trying to illustrate the relationship between the two here more than anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Focus on the repetition here is 来週のテストは何時から何時までですか? Next week's test will be from what time to what time? 1時から3時までです. It will be from 1 to 3. I guess a clock is also
1,
part
2,
of
3.
those. Yeah. From 1 to 3? Well, I was 6 afraid of 7, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, no, I'm not doing that. Just the second tongue.
のテストは何時から何時までですか
Did they even have like the Raishu like in this soundbite?
のテストは何
No. 来週のテストは何時から何時までですか?
時から何時までですか
I love like the musical cadence that they kind of give it.
Yeah, it's a little
1
sing-song.
時から3時までです。
1時から3時までです. Yeah, there's a little rhythm to that. All right. Now we've got a little exercise for us here. More analog clocks and my nemesis.
銀行は何時から何時までですか?
Is it? Hold on. If the question that she's asking, I'm assuming she's asking like, when is it open or closed, or is that not necessarily there? Like, is there any language here that specifies that we're talking about like office hours?
I guess it depends on how you ask the question, because technically what we're doing when using des is we're describing the bank.
Okay. The bank
but-
exists, right?
Yeah. And if you, because like there are words for like operating hours and closing hours, and so you could also just be like, instead of ginko, you'd be like, or you could say the bank's operating hours are from when to when, and that feels a little bit more appropriate when using des, because like you could also just use the verb for like when are they open, and then this format of like nanji kara nanji mande would also make sense. But for now, the implication is that we are still just describing when they're open.
Okay. I figured this was like an implication thing, but I was also like I could be missing something, so I figured it was worth asking. All right. So is this What time is this? Oh, heck, man. Long hand, minute hand, or hour hand?
Long hand, minute hand.
Oh, heck. Okay. All right. So from 9 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like weird hours. I guess banks actually are like that, huh?
Kind of early compared to ours, but yeah.
Kyuji kara. I said Q. Kuji kara sanji made desu.
Hi.
Okay. Kuji made kara sanji made desu.
9時から3時までです。スーパーは何時から何時までですか？
Okay. Do you do anything weird for 10, or would it just be Juji?
Mm-hmm. Just
Okay.
Juji.
Just Juji. All right. And 8 was it is still Hachiji? Or yeah. I guess that is what I meant.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kuji. No, not Kuji. Juji made kara. Juji kara 8時までです。
10時からな I almost said 何時
Sorry.
8時までです。
Okay, it's infectious. I'm sorry.
10時から8時までです。
10時から
郵便局。
Or I guess I don't need to do the opening bits. 9時から5時までです。5時までです。
はい。
Okay.
郵便局は何時から何時までですか？
Maybe I didn't need to say 郵便局。
9時から5時までです。
Okay. Am I going crazy, or is there like a little jingle at the end there? Or is that an outside sound? Are you hearing
I
that?
didn't hear anything on my end.
All right, let's not worry about that. I thought like maybe there was like an Amazon package being delivered and someone was scanning something, and maybe that is the case. But I was like,
Yeah, maybe.
that could also be like a camera recording stop sound. Completely unrelated. All right, lesson 3. What time do you go to sleep? Nanji ni nemasu. Nemamas?
Nemas.
Nemas. Oh, these just kind of combining there, I guess. Nemasu. No. This is not su. This is not su with a T. This is a thing I do. This is regular su. Nemas. Classroom. Kyoshitsu. 3 students. Gakusei 3人. And you would say 3人 specifically for people, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
3 student people. Okay. What time? Nanji ni to sleep. Nemas. Goro about. Kino yesterday. And han for half. Alright. Anglais to begin.
いつも何時に寝ますか？
私は12時に寝ます。
私は11時頃寝ます。でも昨日1時半に寝ました。
Just like me for real. I don't think I went to bed late yesterday. For certain. I don't remember the time, but plenty late. Let's roll that again.
いつも何時に寝ますか？
私は12時に寝ます。
私は11時頃寝ます。でも昨日1時半に寝ました。
Nemashita. Well, there's some conjugation going on there, which I don't think we touch on just yet.
なん
Alright, I guess we're on the second slide already. Nanji ni nemasu ka? What time do you go to bed? Watashi wa 12時に寝ます. I go to bed at midnight.
何時に寝ますか ?12 時に寝ます。
Anything on the first line? No. When an action occurs, the time is marked with the particle ni. Ni is added when the noun before it uses a numeral. Huh. I don't think I realized it was a numbers thing that was going on there.
Yeah, basically just like differentiating it between like the general senses of time, like kesa, or like itsumo, tokidoki, stuff like that.
Okay.
Konban,
Yeah, I think
versus like using the actual number for the time.
okay. And the G-Con here is just this is the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
何時に
Very cool. All right. Repetition section.
何時に寝ますか？
何時に寝ますか？
私は12時に寝ます。
私は10 what number were we at?
12?
12 に寝ます? Is that what happened?
Juniji.
12時
Ni.
12
Juniji ni.
Okay.
Nemasu.
Well, actually, let me go back see that right now. 12時に Okay. Actually, please say
は
that.
12時に寝ます。
12時に寝ます. 12時に寝ます. Which is a lot of N sounds going on, I guess. Okay. 12時に寝ます. Alright, lesson time.
いつも何時に寝ますか？
She is asking what time we're sleeping, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's just Juniji? Juniji? Juniji nemasu?
I believe that's just 10.
Okay. Where's the ni going in here again?
So yeah, the ni is going to follow the full like time. So if that helps like break it down,
Okay.
you'll say the full time thing, including like the hours. So
Okay, so
like,
juji ni.
Fuji, yeah.
Okay.
And then the particle and then the verb.
Okay. Juji ni nemasu.
Hai.
10時に寝ます。いつも何時に寝ますか？
That's 1:30?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1時半に寝ます?
Hai.
Okay.
1時半に寝ます。
1時半に寝ます. Am I asking her now, actually?
I guess maybe we'll have to
Okay,
wait and
yeah.
see what the instructions are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The instructions are, you know. The sentence itself. Was it nanji ni nemasu?
Mhm.
Okay.
Nanji ni nemasu.
Nanji ni
Ga.
nemasu.
いつも何時に寝ます
Oh, I
か？
guess いつも何時に
11時に寝ます。
11. Oh, this is cheat. I was looking at this as raw and I was like, how? 11時に寝ます. So this is 11. This is the time. This is the particle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Do we have one more lesson, or is this 3? We have one more.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going into the past.
Gotta get back to the past, Samurai Jack. What time you woke up? Nanji ni okimashita. That's not a question, right? That's just a statement of what time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Classroom, 教室, 2 students, 学生2人. All right. New words here. Kesa, this morning, and okimashita for woke up. Is kesa like specifically this current morning as opposed to just like asa being morning?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it is morning of that day.
Okay. All right. Let's do English first.
1時半。今朝何時に起きましたか？
6時に起きました。
Familiar suffering. Once again for me.
1時半。今朝何時に起きましたか？
6時に起きました。
This character acting here. Give this man an Oscar.
Yeah, it kind of confused me at first, but I guess that skit was continuing
Yeah,
from the previous one where he's like, yeah, I went to bed real late.
Yeah, they probably recorded it in one go and snipped it after. All right, let me let the kind man's voice ring out.
何時に起きましたか？ 6時に起きました。
Okay. 何時に起きましたか? What time did you wake up? 私は implicit. 6時に起きました. Woke up at 6 o'clock. Is the thing that they're emphasizing here the verb tense?
The past tense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No, when mashita is added to a verb, indicates a past tense. Yeah. Okay. Okay, which is its own discussion. Sentence 1. Kesa nanji ni okimashita ka? What time did you wake up today? 6時に起きました. I woke up at 6. All right. This is just repetition, right? Yes. Okay.
今朝何時に起きましたか？
Kesa nanji ni okimashita ka?
6時に起きました。
6時に起きました. Okay. Not much else there. Practice time.
今朝何時に起きましたか？
Shichi for hour or nana?
Shichi.
Shichi. Okay. Would I respond with okimasu and not okimashita?
You'd still be using the past tense.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I woke up at. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, I forgot the answer to the question I just asked for Nana and Chichi. Nana, right?
Yeah, the shichichi.
Shichiji. Shichiji okimashita. And there would not be like a des at the end there, right?
Correct.
Okay. Shichiji okimashita.
7時に起きました。
Oh, I didn't put the part.
今朝何時に起きましたか？
9時に起きました. Okay.
9時に起きました.
9時に起きました。
今朝何時に起きましたか?
今朝何時に起きましたか？ 8時に起きました。
8時に起き
昨日
ました。
何時に寝ましたか？
Like, she's just asking us broadly now, right?
Yeah, the first word was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Okay.
いました。昨日何時に寝ましたか？
昨日 Kino is yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nanchi ni nemashita ka. Okay, and she's asking what time we slept, not what time we woke up. Rough. Like 3, man. Sanji ni nemasu.
That would be
Nemashita.
present tense.
Nemashita.
Yeah, hi.
Okay. Sanji ni nemashita.
いつも何時に起きますか？
Itsumo. Is that more vague?
Because itsumo is like usually or always.
Okay, yeah. Itsumo nanji ni okimasu ka? 6 jihan okimasu. Was that be right for like 6:30?
Particle.
Roku
Yeah,
jihan
you had the
ni.
6:30 part right.
Yeah, I'm trying because like G and ni and like if it's like 11 or 12, those sounds get twisted for me. So I feel like I have to step through the whole thing. But Roku ji han ni okimasu.
Right.
Okay.
起きますか？
All right, and that's that video. Okay, and that'll do it for day 5, which given that this course is kind enough to give us weekends, that'll be the end of a full week, listener. Well done. You have any closing thoughts for this study session, Jimbo?
Yeah, so now that it's introduced past tense, the truth is that you can use this format for any of the verbs that you will have learned this far. It doesn't this program hasn't done a good job of explaining how to apply it to the other ones that it doesn't explicitly mention. So as we go along, we can probably have a conversation if we want to sit down and dedicate like a 0.5 day episode to just really talking about that if they don't go into more detail. Because like all of the like eating or activity verbs that were brought up before, like yomimasu, tabemasu, so on and so forth, we could also describe in the past tense as of right now, but they haven't really explained that. But we'll see what they end up saying in the future. But it's just something to keep in mind if you're kind of doing this on your own.
Yes.
The other thing is that, especially because like getting the order right with the numbers and keeping all that straight, this is just another one of those things that might seem kind of silly, but just from time to time, try and tell yourself what time it is, or think about out loud when you went to bed, just to get those easy reps in outside of when you do your daily Duolingo. Right?
Yeah, that sounds like a
'cause,
good, like very very practical, easy to sneak in kind of exercise. Which gets me wondering, like what the homework actually has us do. Yeah, it's time stuff. Okay. Yes, very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
that's all I got for now.
All right. In that case, thank you so much for your time once again, and you have a wonderful day.